Hi students, welcome to the science class. In last session, we discussed about how the fabric will be made by the fiber, isn't it? In last class, we discussed that chapter. In the chapter that is called fiber to fabric, we discussed about how the fabric will be made by the cotton and how the fabric will be made by the wool fiber. So, in today's session, we are going to study your new chapter, that is nothing but acids, bases and salts, isn't it? So in our daily life we are going to use more materials, some of the edible materials which we are going to use, So now I am considering some of the materials here. You have to tell me what is the taste of that substance, what is the taste of that material. So that is, first I am considering lemon juice. What is the taste of the lemon juice? Yes, the taste of the lemon juice, it is nothing but sour, isn't it? The taste of the lemon juice is sour. Then orange juice, the taste of the orange juice is nothing but it is also sour, it also tastes sour. And vinegar, the taste of the vinegar, it is also sour, isn't it? So again I am considering curd. That what is the taste of the curd? So the taste of the curd is, it is also sour taste, it tastes sour. Next, what is the taste of the tamarind? Yes, the tamarind, taste of the tamarind also sour. Next, so what is the taste of the sugar here? Taste of the sugar is sweet, isn't it? Next, what is the taste of the common salt? The taste of the common salt is salty. What is the taste of the amla? The taste of the amla, that is also sour. Next, what is the taste of the grapes? That is also sour, isn't it? And what is the taste of the unripe mango? The taste of the unripe mango also sour. I am considering another one material here, that is baking soda. Baking soda, the baking soda which we are going to use, that is utilized in the bakeries, and also we are going to use to prepare some of the materials, isn't it? Food materials, that is baking soda. What is the taste of the baking soda here? So that is somewhat confusion. It is not a sour, but it's somewhat bitter in taste. So these are the daily usable materials. These are, what is the taste here? They taste sour. Lemon juice tastes sour, orange juice tastes sour, vinegar tastes sour, curd tastes sour. Why these all substances taste sour? What is the reason behind that? So why these are sours? Because the substance which tastes sour, they contains acids. Is it clear? So these lemon juice, orange juice, vinegar juice and a curd taste sour because these contains acids. So these are all the materials called acidic materials. So these are all materials called acidic materials. The word acid comes from the Latin word acere. The word acid comes from the Latin word acere, which means sour. So what is the meaning of acids here? The substance which taste sour are called as acids. In general, the substance which taste sour are called as acids, and the nature of that material is acidic. What is the nature of the lemon juice? That is acidic in nature. Orange juice, acidic in nature. Vinegar, acidic in nature. In general, your parents are going to tell somewhat this word, that is acidic. When you are going to eat some things like juices, some orange juices, some lemon juice but any instant of time, so sometimes they are going to say that is acidic in nature, don't eat too much that food. Why? Because what is the meaning of acidic here? It tastes sour. Why? Because it contains the acids. Is it clear? So the lemon juice, orange juice and vinegar are acidic in nature, and these are all called as a natural acids. These are all natural acids. So the lemon juice, orange juice, vinegar juice, curd and tamarind and also amla, these are taste in sour. The substance which taste in sour that contains acids, and the nature of that substance, it is acidic in nature, and these are all called it as a natural acids. What are the acids present in that substance we shall study in future, but now you can consider you are going to study only here what is acid. What is acid here? The substance which taste sour are known as acids. Is it clear? So, but I have considered here the last one, it is baking soda. It is somewhat what it is bitter. So, what it is, what is the type of the substance here? The substance. So, when you are going to taste the baking soda, it is somewhat bitter, and if you are going to touch the solution of the baking soda, if you are going to pour the baking soda in the water, that is baking soda solution. If you are going to feel the baking soda solution, it is somewhat soapy in nature, somewhat soapy. So the soaps which you are going to use in your home, that is somewhat soapy in nature. So the substance which taste bitter, the substance which taste bitter and soapy in nature when we feel it, when we touch it. See here, the taste of the baking soda is not sour, it is somewhat bitter. If you rub it the solution in the fingers, it feels soapy. So the substance which tastes bitter and feels soapy on touching are called it as a bases. The substance which tastes bitter and feels soapy when we are going to touching, so that substances are called it as a bases. So the baking soda, it is one of the base I am considering here. Is it clear? So the baking soda tastes bitter in taste and have the feel of soapy when we are going to touch. So these type of the substances are called it as a bases. So what is acid here? The substances which taste sour, that substances are called it as acids. What are bases here? The substances which taste bitter in taste and also they feel soapy when we are going to touch, that substances are called it as bases. So some of the substances I am considering here, in which substance which acid is present and which substance which base is present. See here, in the acetic acid, in the so the acetic acid present in the vinegar solution. So in your examination the question should be asked on this: in the vinegar solution which acid is present? In the citrus food which acid is present? In the lime water which base is present? Is it clear? See here, in the vinegar solution acetic acid is present. In the vinegar solution acetic acid is present. In the ant sting, so when you are going to feel that when the ant will be stings to your skin, it is somewhat burning here. So what happens in the ants sting? When the ants sting to your skin, it releases some acid into your body and it makes some rashes, isn't it? It feels somewhat burning. So what is the reason behind that? It is nothing but the ants will release the acid called a formic acid. In your examination 1 mark question will be asked on this: which acid will be released in the ants sting? That is nothing but the formic acid. The ants sting contains formic acid. So they are going to ask what is the solution for that. So solution, it is nothing but when the ants will sting to your skin, at that time you have to put some of the salt, some of the common salt in that. You have to apply common salt in that place to avoid rashes, to avoid a burning feeling. Why? Because the common salt, it is a base. The ants sting contains the formic acid. When acid and base mixed up, it will neutralize the acidic reaction. I got understood. What is the neutralization? We shall study in future sessions. So now I am going to give one idea about what we are going to make, what we are going to do when the ants stings to our body. See, second one, the third one, the citrus fruits contains citric acid. The citrus fruit contains citric acid, and the curd contains lactic acid, isn't it? So in the first Today's session I discussed the lemon juice, it is a sour, orange juice, it is a sour, vinegar, it is a sour. So what is the reason behind that? Because it contains acid. So what are the acids contains these solutions? That is nothing but here the lactic acid, the curd contains the lactic acid, the spinac contains the oxalic acid, the amla and the citrus contains as ascorbic acid, and the tamarind and the grapes, and unripe mangoes contain tartaric acid. You have to remember in your examination, one maths question should be asked on this. Write down the acid which contains, or write down which acid is present in amla, write down which acid is present in a tamarind, write down which acid is present in a grapes. Is it clear? So the vinegar contains acetic acid, and cysteine contains formic acid, citrus fruits contain citric acid, curd contains lactic acid, spinac contains oxalic acid, amla or citrus contain ascorbic acid, and tamarind, grapes and unripe mangoes contains tartaric acid. These are all examples for the acid, and these are all the examples for the substance which contains acids. Now I am considering the substance which contains a bases. See here, the lime water contains calcium hydroxide. The lime water, it is nothing but in your home you are going to use the white color to paint your home. That is nothing but than a lime. That is lime water. That lime water contains calcium hydroxide. And window cleaner, yes, in your you are going to use some of the liquids to clean the windows. That window cleaner contains ammonium hydroxide. Is it clear? Next, soap. Your soap contains sodium and potassium hydroxide. Is it feeling soapy, isn't it? So it contains sodium and potassium hydroxide. That is, it is one of the base. And milk of magnesia contains magnesium hydroxide. Is it clear? So one clue here we get, that is the substance which has a hydroxide ions. The substance which had hydroxide ions, that are the bases. You have to remember here the substance hydroxide means OH. You have to remember here. It is not important for you that, but in your future study, in your future classes, you are going to study what are the bases, what are the acids in detail. But I am giving you some of the clues here. The substance contains hydroxide ions, that are the bases. Hydroxide means OH ions. Is it clear? So acids are, they contains only hydrogen ions. More number of the hydrogen ions present, that will be considered as an acid. So the basis contains more number of hydroxide ion. See the example for the basis here: calcium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, sodium and or potassium hydroxide, and milk of magnesia, that is magnesium hydroxide. These are all the example for the acids and the bases. But now here one question arises. We are going to consider a substance, whether it is an acid or it is a base, only on the conclusion, that only on the test of its taste, isn't it? But for every substance we cannot make the taste. We can't make the taste. Why? Because some of the acids are very dangerous. We can't taste it. But in that cases, how we are going to find out that whether a given substance is an acid or a base? But here one solution is there. We are going to use some of the substances to indicate, to know whether a given substance it is an acid or a base. That substances are nothing but the indicators. What are indicators? What are the uses of the indicator? What are the types of the indicators? Now we shall study. What are indicators here? The special type of the substance, the special substance used to test whether given substance is acidic or a basic. See, these are the special substances used to test given substances are acidic or a basic. We are going to utilize these special substances to check whether the given substances are acidic in nature or a basic in nature. That substances are called as indicators. What are indicators? I am repeating here. These are the special substances to check whether the given substance is acidic or a basic. So what are the features of the indicators here? When the so what happens if if the indicators changes their color, these indicators changes their color when they are added to the base or the acid solution. How we are going to confirm, how we are going to check the whether given substance is acid or a basic using indicators is, so it changes its colors when we are going to add to an acid or add to a base. I am considering any example here. If I am considering any substance, that substance indicate, it is an indicator. If we are going to add that indicator to a base, it changes its colors to it colors and it shows it is a base or an acid. So what is the character of indicators here? Indicator changes their color when added to a solution containing acids or bases. Some of the example for the indicators here, natural indicators that are nothing but a turmeric paste, litmus paper, China rose petals. So one of the most familiar example for the indicator, it is nothing but the litmus papers. What are litmus papers? How we are going to do? How they are going to prepare? So what are the works of the litmus paper? How they are working? What are the characteristics of the litmus paper? That will be studied now. So what are the examples for the indicators here? The turmeric, litmus and China rose petals, etc. are the indicators. So once again, what are the indicators? Indicators are the special substances to check whether the given substance is a base or an acid, isn't it? Now we shall continue. What are the type of the indicators? Under that, natural indicators. So now I am discussing the natural indicators. Under the natural indicator, I am considering the litmus. So you are familiar about the litmus paper, but how it can be prepared? So see here, litmus is extracted from leeches. Leeches, it is one of the plant. Using the plant source, we are going to make the litmus paper. It contains some purple color gels. Using that gel, we are going to prepare the litmus paper. It is purple in color. So the color of the leeches, the gel color of the leeches gel, it is about the purple in color. So using that gel, we are going to make the litmus. See, we can use the litmus gel directly. It is purple in color, so use as an indicator. So it changes the colors when we are going to add to an acid or add to an base. So now we can consider generally the litmus paper or a litmus, it is available in the form of the strips. It is available in the form of the paper strips. You are familiar with that litmus paper, red litmus paper and a blue litmus paper. It is available in two colors, that is red litmus paper and a blue litmus paper. So what happens here? What is the color changes? How we are going to check whether the given substance it is an acid or a base using the indicator that is called as the litmus paper. Now consider here. Take small 2 drops of the lemon juice. Take 2 drops of the lemon juice, put on 2 strips, that is one is the litmus paper strip and then one red litmus paper strip and then one is a blue litmus paper strip. Using a dropper, you have to place the lemon juice drops on the blue litmus paper strip and also red litmus paper strip. You have to observe clearly which litmus paper changes its color. Which litmus paper changes its color? You have already know that the orange juice or the lemon juice, which is an acidic in nature, it contains an acid, isn't it? It contains an citrus acid, so it is acidic in nature. So now we are going to get a conclusion about the litmus paper. How we are going to confirm whether the given substance is an acid or a base based on the litmus strips. So you have to put the juice, lemon juice, the drops of the lemon juice on the red litmus paper and also the blue litmus paper. Which litmus paper changes the color here? Which litmus paper changes the color here? Place that 2 litmus paper other side. Now you can take the 2 drops of the orange juice and you have to place that orange juice on the red litmus paper and the blue litmus paper. Now you have to take the 2 drops of the curd. You have to place that curd drops on the red litmus paper and the blue litmus paper. Can you get the same result here? Would you get the same result here? Is the same litmus paper changes the colors to another one color? Which litmus paper changes its color here? So if you are correct, the blue litmus paper changes its color to red. The blue litmus paper changes its color to red. That is why, because it contains an acid. So when the blue litmus paper changes its color to a red when it is added to a solution, then that solution it is acidic solution. That solution we are going to consider as it as an acidic solution, that is an acidic in nature. So the solution which converts the blue litmus paper into red, the color of the blue litmus paper into a red, that solution it is acidic in nature. So the litmus paper, when it is added to an acidic solution, it turns to red. What is the characteristic of the blue litmus paper here? When the acid solution or acidic drops added to the blue litmus paper, when we are going to put the acid solution into the blue litmus paper, or we put the blue litmus paper into an acidic solution, it changes its colors to a red. So why? Because it shows the given solution it is acid. So it confirms that when the blue litmus paper changes to the color of its blue color to a red, so then that solution it is acidic in nature. So now you have to place the 2 drops of the solution which we are going to use in the first example, that is nothing but the baking soda solution, isn't it? That is nothing but sodium hydroxide solution, or you are going to take any one of the basic solutions, any one of the hydroxide solutions. So if you are going to put the ammonium hydroxide solution or sodium hydroxide solution or potassium hydroxide solution on the red litmus paper, the red litmus paper turns to the blue. The color of the red litmus paper changes to the blue. So when the color of the red litmus paper changes to the blue, that indicates that the given solution it is a base. It is another one characteristic of the litmus paper. So the red litmus paper changes to the blue. When the color of the red litmus paper changes to the blue, it indicates that the given solution it is a basic solution. When the blue litmus paper changes to the red, that indicates the given solution it is acidic in nature. If the solution doesn't changes the color of the litmus paper, if the solution doesn't changes the color of the litmus paper, now I am considering water, pure water. You are going to check with the help of the litmus paper, both the litmus paper. You can use the red litmus paper and also the blue litmus paper. If the color doesn't changes, then the given solution it is not an acidic and not an basic. But which type of the solution it is? It is nothing but the solution it is a neutral solution. What is the neutral solution? The solution which does not changes the color of the litmus are called it as a neutral solution. For example, here water it is one of the neutral solution. So under the natural indicators we studied about what is a litmus paper. This is one of the natural indicator which we are going to use to check whether the given object it is or whether the given substance it is acidic or basic in nature. It is by the help of the litmus paper. Now I am consider another one natural indicator, that is nothing but the turmeric paste. So take some turmeric powder and put some of the water on it, make the turmeric paste, and you have to apply on the blotting paper or the filter paper that turmeric paste for some times. After that you have to remove that turmeric paste, so you can get a yellowish paper. Using that yellowish blotting paper or the filter paper, we can easily check whether the given substance it is acidic or basic in nature. So what are the characteristics of the turmeric? So in the litmus paper, the characteristics of the litmus paper here, the 2 types of the litmus papers are present. One it is a blue litmus paper, another one it is a red litmus paper. If the color of the blue litmus paper changes to the red, then we confirm that given the solution it is acidic solution. If the red litmus paper changes to its color to the blue, then the given solution is the basic solution. But now what are the characteristics of here? So the turmeric paper, what are the characteristics, what are the properties, how we are going to confirm the given substance or the given solution it is acidic or basic in nature? So turmeric is yellow in acids and neutrals. If you are going to put that turmeric paper, blotting paper or the filter paper into a acid or into the neutral, it doesn't changes its color. The color of that filter paper or blotting paper, it is yellow in color, but it turns to light red when added to the base. So if you are going to put that turmeric paper into the base, it turns to light red. If the turmeric paper changes to the light red, then the given solution, it is basic in nature. So the basis converts the turmeric paper into the light red color, then that solution, it is called it as a base. So based on these characteristics, we are going to confirm given solution whether it is acid or a base. So next, under one natural solution or natural indicator which we are going to use to check whether the given substance is acidic or basic, that is nothing but the China rose petals. How we are going to make that China rose petals indicators? Collect some China rose petals and put into the beaker. You have to place that China rose petals, some of the China rose petals into the beaker, and pour some of the hot water, boiled water. You have to pour some of the hot water to that beaker containing China red petals or China rose petals, and you have to left that beaker for some times until the color of the water changes to the China rose petals color, isn't it? That rose petals will give some of the color to the water. The color of the water changes to the color of the petals. You have to left that beaker for that time, and now you can take that colored water as an indicator. Take that colored water into a test tube, place that to one side. Now you have to take the curd or the lemon juice or the orange juice in a test tube. Add a few drops of this colored water, China rose petals water, into the test tube containing lemon juice or the orange juice. What happens here? China rose indicator turns acidic solution to the dark pink. When you are going to add the China rose indicator to the orange juice, to the lemon juice, the color of the juice changes to dark pink. If the color of the juices changes to, or the color of the solution changes to dark pink, then the given solution contains acid. So what is the characteristics of the China rose petal indicator here? When the China rose petal indicator added to a solution, if it contains an acid, then the color of the solution changes to dark pink. Then that solution confirms that solution contains acids. If the color of the solution doesn't changes, or it changes to the greenish color, changes to the black greenish color, then that solution contains bases. When you are going to add a China rose petal solution or a China rose petal indicator to a basic solution, the color of the solution turns to black green. So if the color of the solution turns to black green, it confirms that the given solution contains bases. So it is under one characteristics of the China rose petal. So we studied in this session the three natural indicators that are nothing but the litmus paper and the turmeric paste paper, and another one is China rose petals. We are going to use other indicators are also, but they are not natural indicators, they are chemical indicators. What are the chemical indicators which we are going to use whether to check the given substance it is acidic or basic in nature? That shall be studied in next session. Thank you.